Good Thursday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. We're still talking about the cold air and the weather impact alert that is in effect for our area. But before we get to that, I want to bring you up to speed on some new information that we got in today from the National Weather Service. Now, they have now confirmed another tornado. Now, we told you on Monday, this is from the Sunday storms, where we were up with you all night tracking the storms as they were rolling through overnight Saturday into early on Sunday. And we had multiple tornado warnings. Multiple counties were included in that. And on Monday, they confirmed an EF1 tornado in Butts County. They also surveyed some damage in Troup County and said that was not a tornado, but straight line wind damage. They have since gone back to a different area in Troup County and surveyed that damage. And today they let us know that they have confirmed that that was an EF0 tornado that went through parts of Troup County. It was not on the ground very long. It only had about a 1.5 mile path, and the width of the storm was 75 yards. But you can see here, this was down in Troup County. There's Cooksville, Hogansville, and Grantville. Luthersville is over to the east here. It was in this area right here. In fact, I'll zoom in a little bit tighter, and you can see this area that we're talking about. Again, a very small path of this at about 1.5 miles. The wind speed was at 85 miles an hour. Again, they've rated that an EF0. But this is right around Trimble at Bucksmith Road and Minnie Sewell Road is where this tornado touched down briefly. That did cause some damage in some areas and then lifted. So another confirmed tornado from the Sunday storms. They were telling us earlier that they had completed all of the surveys, but they just got some new information about this storm, and that damage did look more like it was consistent with an EF0. So as of now, for those Sunday storms, we have 2 confirmed tornadoes, one in Butts County that was an EF1, and now one that caused this damage down in Troup County that was an EF0. Now, let's talk about what's going on in our weather right now, because you know it's cold out there. And it's going to stay cold tonight and into tomorrow morning. And if you thought it was cold out there this morning when we got down to 27 degrees, it is going to be even colder tomorrow morning. We're talking about low temperatures tomorrow, getting down into the lower 20s, right at about 20 degrees. And many of you outside the city will be in the upper teens. So it's going to be yet another cold morning out there. It is not going to be as windy. We're still going to have some breezes, but it's not going to be as windy as it was this morning. So we still are going to have a wind chill that's going to make it feel like it's in the single digits or even the lower teens to start the day tomorrow. So if you've been out, excuse me, if you've been out tonight, I hope you bundled up. I ran out to dinner with my family really quickly between shows, and it was cold out there, and that wind was really whipping up. And so I hope if you're out tonight, you're bundling up, overnight bundle up, in the morning bundle up. It's still going to be cold tomorrow afternoon, but just not as cold as it was today. Our high temperature today was only around 36 degrees. I'll show you the updated almanac coming up here in just a moment. So well below the average. Tomorrow, we're going to be a little bit warmer. We're going to get up to around 45, 46 degrees. So maybe 10 degrees warmer tomorrow. But we've got to get through tonight and the cold early morning tomorrow before that gradual warming process takes place. A satellite and radar picture, not showing much at all. We have clear skies out there tonight. Not only do we not see any rain here on the radar picture, but as far as the satellite imagery is concerned, no clouds either. We have clear skies. Things are looking really good here in the metro Atlanta area. And we'll widen out a little bit more. There's nothing really major moving our way as far as clouds or rain. But the only thing pushing in is still that northwesterly flow that is ushering in that really cold air that is pushing into our area. So let's take a look at the impacts of this system over the next few hours here. So this is going to be for this weather impact alert remaining in effect for the rest of the evening hours, overnight, and through tomorrow morning. We'll probably take down this weather impact alert at about 10 o'clock in the morning. That corresponds with the same time frame that the cold weather advisory is also going to expire tomorrow. But it's just going to be the overnight, early morning hours when it's going to be the coldest. And remember, we're talking about morning temperatures near 20 degrees, and the wind chill is going to make it feel like it's in the lower teens in the city. Many of you outside the city will actually have wind chill readings that are in the single digits, maybe 7, 8, 9 is what it's going to feel like to your exposed skin. So not only bundle up to take care of yourself, but bring in your pets too. This is not weather to leave your pets outside. I hope you've already brought them in or have a warm place for them to go tonight, because it's just one of those really frigid nights. Now take a look at our almanac. Our high temperature today, only 36 degrees. We should be at 59 for an average high for this time of year. So yeah, way below the average by more than 20 degrees. Our low this morning was 27. And that's below where we should be for this time of year, which is 40 degrees. Now, of course, look at these records. At least it was cold, but at least it wasn't this cold when we got down to 16 in 1934. And we're keeping an eye here on the precip totals. Of course, we didn't get any rain out there today. When we had all the rain that came in that prompted the flood watches and the flood warnings here, we actually built up a surplus of rain. We still have a surplus of more than 1/2 of an inch, but it's coming down a little bit. We've got about 6/10 of an inch above where we should be in rainfall for the year. And when you're looking at those temperatures and the highs and the lows, this is how it all timed out today. We were watching those temperatures actually this morning when a lot of people were waking up and heading out the door for school or for work. It was around 28 degrees, but we actually dropped down to 27 for a few more hours here when that wind started kicking up a lot more. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, we were at 27 degrees. Then we jumped up to freezing at 32. We went above freezing at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We held above freezing from 2 o'clock this afternoon until about 6, and then we're back to below freezing now. We'll be below freezing, of course, overnight and in the morning. I'm thinking by around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, we should be back up above freezing. So again, an extended time frame from 6, 7 o'clock tonight to about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, more than 12 hours where we're going to be below freezing. And again, these temperatures dropping down to about 20 degrees. We have this cold weather advisory still in effect for us. It's in effect really from 10 o'clock tonight till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And it's for all of North Georgia, Metro Atlanta, and down into Central Georgia. Now, I've had people ask me, are you ignoring these counties over here in Northeast Georgia and into South Carolina? We are not ignoring you. Yes, it's going to be cold there, but your advisories are issued from the Greenville-Spartanburg National Weather Service, and the criteria is a little bit different for them. They have different guidelines for when they issue a cold weather advisory. So we're not ignoring you. It's just that the GSP office has not issued an alert for your area. But it's going to be cold for you, even though your counties aren't colored in there. Take a look at temperatures around North Georgia right now. Not only are we back to below freezing right now, but we're at 27 degrees here in town. We have temperatures in Duluth, 27, a little cooler up in Gainesville where it's 24. Look at Blairsville right now. This isn't the wind chill in Blairsville. This is the actual temperature of 18 degrees right now in Blairsville. 22 is the temperature in Dalton. If you want to see the wind chill, are you sure you want to see it? Because this is how it feels to your exposed skin. It feels like it's 15 degrees in Atlanta right now. Feels like 15 in Marietta. Feels like 12 in Canton. Feels like 11 in Blairsville. 10 is the wind chill right now up in Clayton. And on the south side, even some lower 20s and teens too. And of course, we're going to watch these wind chills overnight feel even colder. In fact, this is going to take us, actually, let me go backwards here and advance that one more time, because I want you to see as we get into tomorrow morning, we're going to watch those wind chills that get down into the lower teens. Here we go. This is at 7 in the morning. 12 will be the wind chill here in Atlanta, as well as in Peachtree City and LaGrange. We can see the single-digit wind chills in Carrollton, Marietta, Rome. Dalton may have a wind chill of 2. It's going to feel like 2 degrees early in the morning there in Dalton, and then feeling like 7 in Blairsville, 9 in Clayton. Elsewhere, the teens in Metro Atlanta. Wind chills over to the east of us may be a little bit, I don't want to say warmer, but just not as cold. 25 will be the wind chill early in the morning in Athens. And then through the day tomorrow, again, these are the wind chill readings. Our high gets up to around, now the actual temperature gets up to 46 in the afternoon, but the wind chill is going to feel like 43. What's going to happen tomorrow, the wind is really going to start dying down. So the feels like temperature is going to be running in line pretty close to the actual temperature. Again, high tomorrow around 46, but the wind chill will be 43. Yeah, that's still chilly, but not as bad as it was out there today. We had wind chill readings today, most of the, really all of the afternoon. Those wind chills were in the 20s. So very blustery day out there and a very cold day too. So here's the temperature early in the morning where it's going to be 20 degrees to start. By 9 o'clock, 24. Good bit of sunshine early on, and we'll see mostly sunny skies really for a big part of the day. Here's when I'm thinking we'll get above freezing between 10 and 11 in the morning. We'll come back up above 32. By 11, we'll be at about 33. So again, that's when your below freezing temperatures will start to kind of thaw out a little bit, and then we get up to 46 degrees into the afternoon, still with that mostly sunny sky. Take a look at this really cold air that is over us. When you're looking at this map, the blue colors are already cold, but then when you get into the light blue and especially the grays and whites, that's the frigid air. That is what is over us right now. And yes, it's going to be frigid early on Friday morning, but once we get into the afternoon hours, that frigid air goes up to the north and we'll be in the 40s. So warmer than today, but still well below where we should be for this time of year. And then watch how we moderate just a little bit as we go through the weekend. Saturday morning, the low will be around 28. And then in the afternoon on Saturday, highs back to the 50s. It's going to be around 53 degrees on a Saturday. That's still below average. We should be 58 or 59 for this time of year. So we'll just call it chilly on Saturday. But you'll notice it's moderating a little bit. Same thing on Sunday, starting off around 31 on Sunday morning, but then in the afternoon we'll be up into the upper 50s for a high. So that's the warming trend or moderating trend that we're talking about. And then watch how that chilly air goes away on Monday. By afternoon on Monday, we're going to be in the mid 60s. That's going to be above average by a few degrees. And continuing to warm going into Tuesday and Wednesday. That's where we're going to see our high temperatures that are going to be up to the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. So enjoy that moderating trend. And you can see that here on the graphics. This is the low graph showing that temperatures Friday morning starting off at 20. Saturday morning, 28, still cold, but at least we're moving in the right direction here for those morning temperatures. 31 Sunday, 35 Monday, then 43 for a low on Tuesday morning. Same kind of trend with our afternoon high temperatures. Look how tomorrow, a little warmer than it was today. Again, today's high was 36. Tomorrow's going to be 46, then 53 Saturday, 57 Sunday, and mid 60s on Monday, near 70 for a high on Tuesday. Going to be feeling pretty nice out there. Take a look at the European model. This will kind of show you the extended outlook of what we're talking about on Saturday. We have the dry weather that is going to be over us here on Saturday. Then as we go into Sunday afternoon, still looking good. There's a little bit of moisture that we're going to be watching here down along the Gulf Coast region. I want you to watch this, how this moves this way, but that moisture is going to stay to the south. So earlier, the models were indicating that, hey, maybe some of that Gulf moisture may make it in here. And I think there was 1 or 2 days in our extended forecast that we were putting a 20 to 30% chance for a shower in for Sunday. But we've taken that out. We took that out yesterday, and the models are still keeping that moisture to the south. So on Sunday, we still think it's going to be dry. Maybe just a couple of clouds moving in. Monday still dry. Tuesday dry. Wednesday is going to be dry, but then we start watching this moisture out to the west of us. And again, this is 7 days out, so we're going to be fine-tuning this as we go through the next few days here. But for now, for your Thursday, we've got about a 30% chance for a shower in. It doesn't look like everybody's going to be getting hit all the whole time and persistent rain. But for now, a 30% chance for showers. And we'll keep watching the models just to see if that is going to hold together and whether or not we drop those rain chances or potentially move them up a little bit. So here is your 7-day outlook. We still have that weather impact alert in effect through early Friday. Then as we warm up, we'll drop that alert most likely about 10 in the morning. Then Saturday, Cold start, highs near 53. Another chilly start just below freezing on Sunday, but highs up to 57. And there you see that trend going up. 65 for a high temperature here for your Monday, near 70 Tuesday and Wednesday. And then as that rain chance comes in on Thursday, that's where we're going to see our temperatures that are going to be going back down to about 60 degrees, and still about that 30% chance that you'll see a couple of showers that will be out there during the daytime hours there on Thursday. So keep it with us right here at 11 Alive. Plus, we're going to have more for you coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. 11 Alive News will be streaming right here on 11 Alive Plus, and we hope that you will stand by for that. Thanks for watching.